You clean up your diet. You drink more water. You even skip dessert while everyone else eats cake. The scale goes down. Your face looks leaner. But your belly? Same jeans. Same frustration. You're doing everything right, and your midsection doesn't budge. Here's the twist. You can lose weight without your waist changing much, especially when stress, sleep, and hormones are out of balance. If you've ever thought, what else do I have to do? Keep listening. Stubborn belly fat usually isn't a character flaw. It's biology responding to signals. Your brain and hormones are constantly deciding, is it safe to spend energy or safer to store it near the organs? Your waist responds to 3 signals: predictable food, a safe nervous system, and daily movement. These 7 habits aren't bad habits. They're the things that scramble those signals, so your body plays defense and holds on. Early weight loss is often water and glycogen, so your waist can be the last place to show progress. Today, you'll learn 7 habits that make belly fat more stubborn, and the small switches you can flip in the next 24 to 48 hours. Quick note: this is educational, not medical advice. If you have medical or mental health concerns, talk to a qualified professional. Habit 1. The all-or-nothing diet loop. Monday. I'm being perfect. By Friday, I ruined it. Then it's a weekend spiral. That swing, hard restriction, then overeating, creates chaos your body remembers. Weight cycling is linked with worse insulin sensitivity over time, and many people notice their belly becomes the storage zone. Your brain doesn't interpret extremes as a diet. It interprets them as uncertainty. Micro-proof. Even a few days of hard restriction can often spike hunger and cravings. So when you break, you don't just eat more. You eat like your body is making up for a threat. Tiny change for the next 24 to 48 hours. Pick one steady rule, not a perfect plan. Protein at each meal. Or stop at comfortably full. Less chaos is a stronger signal than more willpower. Habit 2. Living in emergency mode. Late wake-up. Coffee as breakfast. Inbox as your morning. Lunch at the screen. Bed with a racing mind. That constant fire drill state is often paired with elevated stress hormones, including cortisol. Short-term, cortisol helps you perform. Long-term, it can push your body toward protect and store, especially around the center. And it's rarely just cortisol. It's stress hormones, plus less sleep, more cravings, and different eating behavior. One combo that keeps your body in defense mode. Tiny change in the next 24 hours. Schedule a 5-minute off switch. Slow breathing. Inhale 4, exhale 6. Or a phone-free walk. Or quiet stretching. Teach your nervous system. Right now, we're safe. Habit 3. Treating sleep like optional. Sleep isn't just rest. It's appetite regulation, craving control, and metabolic housekeeping. When you're short on sleep, hunger hormones shift, cravings rise, and late-night snacking gets easier. In sleep restriction studies, people tend to reach for more high-calorie foods, and their blood sugar control gets worse. Micro-proof. Even a few short nights can increase hunger and cravings the very next day, especially for sugar and fast carbs. Tiny change tonight. Pick one sleep upgrade. Go to bed 15 to 20 minutes earlier. Set a wind-down alarm. Or do 20 minutes screen-free. Your body loosens its grip when nights feel predictable. If food is unpredictable, sleep is short, and stress is constant, your waist gets conservative. Real-world proof. I've seen people change almost nothing about calories. They just improved sleep a bit and added 2 10-minute walks a day. For a couple weeks, the scale barely moved. Then their waist finally did. Now, 4 more habits that decide whether your effort actually shows up at the waist. Habit 4. Sitting all day, then making up for it at the gym. A few hard workouts can't fully compensate for a day with almost no movement. NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, is the energy you burn through daily motion, standing, walking, pacing, chores. NEAT can vary a lot between people, even if workouts look the same. Microproof. Neat differences can sometimes add up to more than a workout session, just from how much you move between tasks. Shock truth. In many people, when daily movement stays low for long enough, your body doesn't just burn less. It can start conserving energy in the background without you noticing. Tiny change in the next 24 to 48 hours. Add background movement. A 10-minute walk after one meal. Stand during one call. Or move 2 minutes every hour. Don't train harder. Move more often. Habit 5. Letting the scale. Control your mood. The scale goes up, you feel like a failure. It goes down, you feel good. But daily weight swings reflect water, glycogen, salt, and hormones, especially early on. If you only track the scale, you can mistake normal fluctuation for failure and quit too soon. The scale is loud. Fat loss is quiet. One salty meal can mask a week of fat loss on the scale, even when you're doing everything right. Tiny change this week. Track 1 extra metric. Waistband feel. Energy from 1 to 10. Cravings from 1 to 10. Or sleep quality. Train your brain to see progress as a pattern, not a number. Habit 6. Using self-criticism as fuel. You see your belly and think, "What's wrong with me?" Harsh self-talk is linked with more emotional eating and more "screw it" decisions. Self-criticism keeps you in threat mode, which makes stress eating more likely and consistency less likely. Threat brain doesn't diet well. Shock truth. Threat mode has a chain reaction. More cravings, more just this once, snacking at night, then less consistency the next day. That's not moral failure. That's a stress loop. Tiny change for the next 24 hours. Replace the attack with a bridge. When a harsh thought shows up, add, "And I'm learning to treat myself better while I change." You don't need fake positivity, just less internal stress. Habit 7. Never staying with one. Plan long enough. Low carb, then fasting, then a cleanse, then panic, then a new fix. From your body's perspective, the rules change right when it starts adapting. Habit 1 is chaos in food. Habit 7 is chaos in time. Same result, your body doesn't trust the signal. Visceral fat can respond when conditions improve, but it still needs consistent signals over weeks, not days. Tiny change. Aim for 70 to 80% consistency for 30 days. Ask, what routine can I actually keep? Write a simple baseline for eating, sleep, and movement. And stop changing it every few days unless a professional tells you to. Your metabolism trusts patterns, not speeches. Your belly isn't just reacting to food. It's reacting to the story your body is living. Is life chaotic or steady? Are nights short or restorative? Is stress constant or interrupted by safety cues? Change doesn't happen because you hate your reflection. It happens when you send calmer, steadier signals, again and again. Which habit hit you the hardest? Comment the one you'll work on, and one tiny experiment you'll try this week. If you want more science-based videos on habits, psychology, and how your body works, subscribe for the next episode. And remember, this is education, not a diagnosis. If you're dealing with significant weight change, medical issues, or mental health struggles, talk with a qualified professional. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're learning to work with your biology, and that's a powerful place to start.